at my pond, and we are going to do a field test on this filter. This is the filter I've showed you. It's completely done. This is my 1 horsepower pump that I used from before. I've got hose that'll come up from the pump. I've got a bucket here to fill the PVC line and the water to prime it. And I've got this bucket here to be a support for the PVC line going out into the pond so it doesn't stick right into the mud. And then I've got just a 1020 here to collect the finished water product. I also brought my PPM test meter because that's the only thing I can think of to test it other than the general appearance. And it's on. Turn that sucker off. Yeah, the generator is actually pretty quiet, but I know this mic picks up really well, so I'm going to speak a little bit louder so you can hear me. It's been running for about a minute now. I want it to run and get nice and stable before we turn the pump on and start sucking water out. Okay, pump's on. So I'm going to collect some of this water, and we're doing a PPM test on it, and this is directly out of the pond. It looks clear enough to drink, don't it? I'm not. Alright, I put it in the bucket, and you can see it's still running there. PPMs, wow, are they that low? 16 parts per million. Be that low, can they? Okay, we have it hooked up, and I took the top off, and she is ready to go. Already going. Now let's see here, we've got this valve turned off. Really pleased with that. So I'm going to let this fill up to just below the overflow here, somewhere around in here. And then I'm going to take a test directly in here. And what we'll test is how the PPMs are after going to the 100 micron filter size. Okay, that may have taken 10 minutes tops. And when I used to garden before, I could literally, because I tried to lower the pond at one point when I was gardening with it, and I could literally let this thing run almost all day long and not notice a drop in it. So having a pond is an awesome resource. Really glad I have it, not just for fishing or aesthetics and all that, but as a water source. That was part of the reason why I built it as well. So hopefully now it can be a source to put in the water in my new greenhouse, to add water to my greenhouse for after rain collection. I'm also going to do rain collection, so I'll show you all that as I go along. But right now I've turned everything off so it'd be easier to hear. And we can look in here, and you can see that water does not look very nice. And filtered at 100 microns. So let's take this off and take a look at what it's filtering at. Well, as soon as it zeroes out, this thing seems to be acting up a little bit. Huh, makes me wonder if it's accurate. Okay, let me see if I can get it to work, and I'll bring it back. Alright, I took the top off, disconnected the batteries, and rehooked it up. Let's turn it back on and see what we get now. It looks like it's reading roughly the same, and actually is reading a little bit more. So I'm going to take some more and put it in a bucket from the pond and do a check side by side in case taking the battery out, reset it. All right, let's check it again. Yeah, just like it was. Sitting at 16. We'll go straight into checking it in here. And it says 16 now. So there was no change. So basically, hopefully, all it filtered out was particles. Since the 16, which is actually a phenomenal PPM number for base water. So, all right, now let me go over here and we'll open this valve up and let some of it come out. This isn't glued, so I have to be careful. Yeah. Well, it's not crystal clear, but we're not filtering for clarity or drinking. We're filtering to remove silt. Open it all the way. You can hear it siphoning or sucking air to help get through there faster. Alright, let's turn this off. And all in one shot, let me get my PPM meter. And we will give it a go. And of course it's not wanting to behave, right? Yeah, it did. Only on live camera. It's what? Cut off again? I guess the battery's gone dead. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. It's hard to keep it in the water and film it. Let me put it on hold. I turned it off when I did that. Anyway, it said 2122. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe some chemicals in the filter. It certainly looks pretty good. It doesn't have any particles that I see other than maybe what was in it here. So let me get some glasses and whatnot, and we'll do a comparison of the looks, and I'll get another PPM meter. We'll do another test and we'll see where it sits. Okay, I'm gonna have to ask for a little faith here because pouring these while you're watching is a little bit difficult. But on the left we have pond water that was pumped directly from the pump. We have water that was in the middle one. We have water that was sitting inside the tank here from, it was filtered down to 1 micron, excuse me, 100 microns. And then we have the 5 micron filter here. And if I look at them just here, it does look like this might be a little bit clearer. But really, there's still some cloudiness going on. So I got another PPM meter. Let's take a look at that. See what it looks like. That one says 14. That one says 13. And that one says 20. The one coming from the 5 micron filter says 20. I wonder if that needs to be, that 5 micron filter needs to flow for a period of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let all the water that's in the barrel flow, and I will collect some as it gets near the end. Maybe wash out some material that was in the filter. I don't know. Anyway, we'll give it a shot and see what happens. You can tell the filter socks are doing their job. There's material in it, and all of them. And that's the level. Let's take another PPM reading as it drains. Why not? What else we got to do? What else have you got to do? You're watching this old silly man do this mess, so might as well just go along to the end. If I can find my, there it is, my PPM meter. Sorry about the shaking. Got the cap in my mouth. Here. I think that was part of the problem. We're definitely at 14 now. Let's see what it looks like when we get even lower. Alright, we're getting pretty low. If you look down in here, you can see better than I can now, I imagine. It is discolored. That filter is definitely discolored. So, the flow is so low right now, we're going to go ahead and take a sample. But first, I'm going to move these back on top in the order they were, so we can get one last clarity check. And I'm going to see if I can get enough here to sample. Being this low, if it was higher, if that bulkhead was higher, I'd be able to get a full glass, but that's as good as we're going to get. I'll let it continue. Okay, so I get my shadow out. That's what it looks like. Honestly, there's not a whole lot of difference. I mean, they read the same. Yeah, this one does look clearer to me, for sure. The biggest thing though is particles. So let's take one more read on all of these. That one says 15. That one says 15. And that one says that one says 15 as well. So I did all of this for nothing. All this for nothing, but you know what? I'm still going to post it. I'm still going to post all this nothingness for you guys. But seriously though, it's definitely catching debris. And my plan is to let this filter out rainwater. And when there's not enough rainwater, I need to pull water from the pond. Then I'll use a setup that I showed for you today. And I'm quite certain, even though the PPMs, those are dissolved solids, honestly. It doesn't carry the particulates, but I'm quite certain, I'm more than quite certain that this has a whole lot less clogging type particles than this one, and especially this one. So that's it. Everything's going to flow through this and go to my storage tank in the new greenhouse over there. This is Brent, you guys. We will see you later.